Apple's own earphones have always been a go-to favourite for myself. They come free with the iPhone and iPod, they always sound good enough for what I need, and personally, I've always found them comfortable. Even back to the good old classic iPod days, I've always had a pair close to hand. Now, AirPods, Apple's first wireless earphones, have finally arrived. They let you enjoy your music and podcasts on the go, take calls, and even interact with Siri using simple tap controls. On first appearance, they look identical to Apple's wired earpods, only without the wires. The stems are slightly thicker as they now house batteries, microphones, and other miniature components. There's not much else to say about their appearance. If you've ever used earpods, they will instantly look and feel familiar. Being totally wireless has its ups and downs, however. At first, AirPods can feel a little bit like those Bluetooth headsets that were popular in the early 2000s, and that made me feel a little self-conscious when wearing them in public. As they become more common and more recognisable, however, this won't be an issue. Within the AirPods is Apple's new W1 chip, which provides a more stable Bluetooth connection to your iPhone and prevents your music from cutting out. I'm yet to run into any disconnection issues with mine, so it certainly seems like an improvement. The W1 chip also makes pairing your AirPods with your iPhone super simple. The first time you open up the AirPods case, a pairing screen will magically appear on your iPhone, and it just takes one tap to connect. It's beautifully simple, and thankfully this pairing process will make its way into other Apple products within the next year, including Beats headphones. AirPods are perfect for those with multiple Apple devices, as they're so easy to pair and switch between iPhones, iPads, and even Macs. In fact, after the initial pairing process, I haven't had to do anything to get them reconnected. If you're lusting after the AirPods, but not necessarily an iOS user, you'll be pleased to know they work well with Android and Windows smartphones too. You won't be able to enjoy that swish new pairing process and Siri integration, but you will get the stronger connection that comes with the W1 chip. The AirPods case kind of looks like dental floss at first glance, as many fans have mentioned, but it's flawless in functionality, doubling as both storage for the earphones so you're less likely to lose them, and an internal battery that charges them for an extra day of use. Apple's also playing its usual tricks with magnets, which ensure the lid of the case stays closed while your iPods aren't in use and keep the earphones securely in their place. Accelerometers within the AirPods monitor touch interactions, so you can double tap on either earphone to interact with Siri or to play and pause depending on your preference. Proximity sensors can detect when the AirPods have been inserted or removed from your ears to ensure that music isn't playing through them while they're not in use. AirPods sound great. I wouldn't say they sound dramatically different to the standard earpods when it comes to sound quality, which isn't a bad thing for me, but more low frequency sound means there's a touch more bass. I've seen some people complaining about them staying in their ears, which is a common complaint about earpods, but I've had absolutely no problem with mine. The basic rule is if earpods fit in your ears, the AirPods will too. The price of AirPods is preventing a lot of people from picking up a pair, but you're not paying for the audio quality. You're paying for the wireless capabilities, built-in microphone, and the fancy charging case. Speaking of the microphone, everyone I've spoken to can hear me absolutely fine, despite the microphone being halfway up my face, and call quality isn't affected with it being wireless. AirPods also have a decent amount of noise cancelling, eliminating most background noise, but not to the point I'd be oblivious to oncoming traffic when out and about. AirPods are unfortunately not waterproof, so swimmers are going to have to see if there'll be a waterproof upgrade, but if you're planning to work out in them, no problem, as they are sweatproof. Overall, AirPods are easily one of Apple's best executed products in a long time, and for a lot of people, the $160 price tag isn't going to be hard to look past, especially if you look at the competition from the likes of Samsung and Jabra. AirPods are hopefully a sign of things to come from Apple in 2017, back to the glory days of it just works.